Hello and welcome to my unwrapping and first look at issue 74 of the Warhammer 40,000 Conquest subscription. Here it is right here, and it includes the Death Guard Tallyman. Lovely model, I really like him. He is sort of technically a named character. He's called Scribus Wretch, the Tallyman, and if you were to buy him from Games Workshop directly, he would cost you £17.50. So yeah, you are saving £9.50. You're going to be saving a bit less if you can get him from third-party seller, which you can. He's not that old of a model, and there must be plenty of stock around. But you won't get him in the green plastic, you'll get him in the grey plastic. There's not really any difference. Anyway, let's unwrap him. So nice that you get him. I've already got him, obviously, when the Death Guard release came out. I think he's a great model, very useful in game. We'll have a look at the sprue in a moment, but let's get straight into the magazine itself. It hits the ground running with Death Guard Tallymen and explains a little bit about them. And Scribus Wretch himself, one of the most famous of Mortarium's Tallymen, is Scribus Wretch. And then it talks about Space Marine Sergeant Kronos for some reason. And then a history of war and Spear of Macragge, and then Space Marine Suppressors. So a little showcase of one of the new units for Space Marines Primaris that came out last year. Really cool miniatures, actually. I just wish they made a separate kit with more options because their weapons are fantastic. And you know, jump pack Space Marines with long range autocannons, all these suppressor autocannons are fantastic. There it is. It's the accelerator autocannon. They've also got smoke launchers as well, which is pretty good. And then it talks about another new unit from last year, the Space Marine Eliminators, and gives you some nice showcase of them. So it's good that they're showcasing the newer models that came out earlier last year. I like that. That's pretty good. I'd rather them do that than showcase all the older models. And then you've straight into the build guide of Tallyman. Straightforward. Look at that, massive, blown up. You know, if there's not many parts, that's how it should be. Not a small picture or a number of small pictures. That is fantastic. How to paint him? That looks a bit odd because it's a bit rough and it's very, you know, blown up. But once you shade it with the Agrax and you put some Nuln Oil in there, and you pick out some of the detail, and you apply the highlights, and you apply the Nalac Oxide, you then get a model that looks like that, which is, yeah, fantastic. They've done a really good job there with that Tallyman. So you've got power in numbers for a mission number 57. The Tallyman cometh. And then the data sheet, I think that's the same as the one in the Death Guard Codex. I'll double check in the review and give you the lowdown of that one. And then a look at some Citadel miniatures. And then a preview of the next 4 issues. If you can see that, they're the next 4 issues, and it is just about the Primaris Repulsor. Not the Repulsor Executioner that will set you back £60, but Primaris Repulsor, which will set you back £50. You're paying £32 for a £50 tank, but if you get it from a third party, that tank probably cost you about £42 or so. So you're still saving £10, even if you're doing it that way. If you were going to buy one directly from Games Workshop, of course, then you'd be saving £18, which is quite considerable, actually. I'm wondering if it is an easy to build kit, or whether it's just got all of those sprues. But you get the data sheet right at the end, and I wonder if there is an issue 79 and 80. I think there is, and I think it is a scenery piece from the previews from what I've seen. But then that is the end of our journey through this subscription. After almost 2 years, we've come to the end of our journey. So there you go. Let's have a look at the sprue itself. So it comes with a 40mm base, which I think is the Terminator base, not a 32mm, but a 40mm, as some of the characters do. And then you've got the sprue itself. Fair bit of detail. Yeah, a couple of mould lines. It's a shame that the Nurgling is sort of round the side of him. You can't really see him that much, but yeah, he's got the bone for the pen. Got a wicked looking face. It's got this abacus, I think it is. And then you've got a plasma pistol there. And the power plant looks really cool with a loudspeaker thing. Yeah, lots of pits and things on the armour. And then you've got his book or his sheet there. Maybe he dips his pen into that skull of whatever it is in there. But yeah, really cool looking model. I'm looking forward to building him and getting a review out to you as quickly as possible. So there you go, that is issue 74. Stay tuned tomorrow for the review. Of course, I try and do the reviews the day after. What do you guys think of the Tallyman and this issue? Of course, for the next 3 issues at least, from 75 to 77, there won't be any reviews, there'll just be first looks. But issue 78, there'll be a first look, and then after that first look, there'll be the review of the Repulsor. So stay tuned to the channel for those videos coming up. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. Papa bless.